And as always, we appreciate you joining us here on this edition of Weather Impact Now. I'm Chief Meteorologist Trevor Burchett. Got a very busy weather day, a very active weather day with some heavy pop-up thunderstorms across the Mid-South. Let's get right to that radar and show you what's going on. We still do have a couple of storms out there. Again, at least in parts of the Mid-South. Things have cleared up, mainly in the Memphis area, but we still do have some heavy rain, mainly up in West Tennessee at this point. Dyersburg, kind of along 155, just south of the bridge. And then we've also got some storms coming into Tipton County, Haywood County, mainly lighter sprinkles for a lot of these areas. You look through West Tennessee, that rain is pretty light. We're talking about mainly just some sprinkles there, but it was heavier just a bit ago. And then some heaviest storms, this is probably the strongest storm we have right now. The worst of that through Phillips County. Heavy downpours in there. It's cooling us down. It feels good, but definitely a very heavy downpour with some thunder and lightning there. You saw that just cross over through North Mississippi into eastern Arkansas. You might notice these storms were moving east to west. It's a little bit unusual, but it does happen sometimes this time of year. I want to zoom out and kind of explain that part of it to you. These backward moving storms that we sometimes like to talk about. So you might notice here as you look over North Mississippi, North Alabama, there's almost a little spin in there. That is because there is a little low pressure zone right there. Now, low pressure zones, they spin counterclockwise. So depending on the way they're located, this one actually probably a little bit further north of us, they can change the direction of which direction the storms are going. So if you're on the north side of that low pressure zone, you're going to have that backwards flow that we think of with storms going east to west, and then south of it, storms kind of going around that. So that is the setup right now, that low pressure zone bringing us some pretty good thunderstorm activity today. Starting to wind down, though, as we go through the rest of the evening. We are watching also, believe it or not, the Northeast and New England states today. We've got some thunderstorms coming out of Canada into Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, and a pretty serious severe weather risk up here. We usually don't talk about Maine, but I thought this was crazy enough to show you. We have a level 3 out of 5. That's a pretty significant severe weather risk there, and that's for upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and into Maine. They're expecting some pretty rough storms through the rest of the evening. Now, here at home, I do think we're going to have another chance of some pop-up storms tomorrow as we look ahead to the afternoon and evening. Kind of like today, as we get into the heat of the day, the humidity of the day, we are going to have some of those pop-up storms develop. Tomorrow might be the last good rain chance. So if you've been enjoying the rain, enjoy it tomorrow, because I do think as we get to the end of the week, and especially by the weekend, rain chances are really going down. That means the heat is going up. We can't have both this time of year. If it's going to be dry, it's going to be very hot. That's why a lot of us have been enjoying these rain showers, even if they have been heavy, even if the storms have been a little strong. It's been nice to enjoy a little bit of that cool down. We're going to be going in the wrong direction, though, by the weekend. Outside in Memphis, we are dry here in the metro. We've had a couple of sprinkles, even some heavy downpours earlier. But for right now, most of us in the city are dry. Look at this temperature. 80 degrees right now. Not bad. I will take it. It is humid out there because of the rain and the moisture that's in the atmosphere, but it only feels like 84. So even with the humidity, it really does not feel that bad out there today. 80 in Memphis. It's 83 in Dyersburg. A lot of us actually checking into the 70s thanks to that rain. 74 in Oxford, 77 in Holly Springs and in Corinth. And again, heat index, not a huge factor right now. Feels like about the 70s to the 80s, depending on where you are. Now, it is muggy today because of the rain. That is going to continue. As we look ahead to the end of the week and the weekend, not only do the temperatures increase, the humidity is also going to be increasing. So it's going to be much hotter and much more humid as we get into this weekend. As far as this evening goes, though, as we see this time of year, these summer storms need the heat of the day to continue, pulsing up. When the sun sets and we lose some of that energy, typically the storms fizzle out. So I'm thinking by 8 or 9 p.m., the rain is out of here. Tonight looking mostly dry. I can't rule out a little shower somewhere, but most of tonight looks okay. 73 going to be the overnight low temperature. Wind still a little bit out of the east-northeast at the surface at about 7 miles an hour. So pretty light wind. Now, tomorrow for Wednesday is going to be pretty similar to what we saw today. I think we start off dry. We'll have a little sunshine in the morning, starting out around 75. 85 by lunchtime, and then as we get into that afternoon hour, we do have the chance of some more of those pop-up storms. So keep the umbrella tomorrow. I don't think there's going to be as many storms tomorrow as there were today, but there will be some heavy downpours on the radar, at least for parts of the Mid-South, and that's going to be mainly between lunchtime and dinner time. So that's going to be the time that we watch a little more carefully. Now, checking out the hour-by-hour radar, you're going to see kind of what I just talked about. We get to 9 o'clock. Really, a lot of these showers and storms fizzle on out of here. Tonight looks dry, maybe a sprinkle. Tomorrow morning, same thing. I think it's a good morning commute. Temperature's not bad, a little bit muggy. But then right around lunchtime, we get a couple of those pop-ups. Now, not as many tomorrow as there were today. A lot of us got rain today, which was good. I know a lot of us need the rain. But as far as tomorrow goes, it's going to be a lot more hit or miss. There will be some spots that get a downpour, but a lot of us will not see rain. So just keep an eye on the radar and be aware you could see a quick downpour at some point tomorrow. But much like today, when the sun starts to set, rain chances go down. Tomorrow night looks dry. Rain totals from here on out, not too much more expected, maybe another ½ an inch if you're lucky. I mean, if you have a storm that just pops up right on top of you and sets there, you could get lucky with another ½ an inch tomorrow. But a lot of us are likely to be more on the dry side for tomorrow. Be aware, though, with these summertime storms, they are very hit or miss. Again, you might look down the road and see some rain and you're not getting anything. They're isolated. They're not going to happen everywhere. If you do see one, it usually doesn't last long. That's why we don't expect a lot of accumulation, maybe a ½ an inch, but they can produce very heavy downpours with some high wind gusts, and those can knock some stuff around. So I know a lot of us are appreciative for the rain, but these storms are still strong and they can still pack a little bit of a punch. So just be aware of that. And of course, if you do hear thunder, be ready to head inside. So that's tomorrow, high temperature of 88 thanks to the rain. Thursday looks mostly dry. Friday looks almost completely dry. And you can already see as we get dry for a few days, those temperatures start to step up. 89 Thursday, 92 on Friday, and it's just going to get hotter as those rain chances go down. Now, Thursday, there could be a sprinkle. Odds are very low. Same thing Friday, rain chances continue to get lower. But as we look to this weekend and next week even, I think we're going to be going into a pretty dry weather pattern. So we're going to kind of flip the script here. For the weekend and next week, I think rain chances are going to be few and far between. So tomorrow's the last day when we're really going to see pop-up storm chances through maybe next week. And of course, that means temperatures are going to go up. We're expected to stay above average here at least through July 24th. So temperature is going to be above the average, which is about 92 for this time of year. Now, of course, the heat index also going to be increasing as we look ahead. Without much rain, with more humidity, with more heat, more sunshine, it's going to be feeling a lot hotter. This weekend, heat index close to 100. And I think we are going to stay there next week. So we are going into a hotter and a drier weather pattern. Might want to enjoy this while you can. 88's not going to be too bad when we look ahead at what's coming next week. Again, tomorrow, chance of some pop-up storms, mainly in the afternoon and evening. Some of you could see a quick heavy downpour. Other areas, they're going to stay mainly dry. Now for Thursday, rain chances start to go down. Temperatures start to go up. Partly cloudy on Thursday, high of 89. We'll get to 92 on Friday as rain chances continue to decrease. The weekend looks almost completely dry. Sunny and dry Saturday and Sunday. That's going to get us back into the mid-90s. 94 on Saturday, 95 Sunday. I think we are sunny and dry through most of next week. That's going to keep us in the mid-90s. And again, the heat index a little closer to 100. So keep the umbrella nearby for tomorrow, but by the weekend, you might be able to put it in the closet, at least for a week. All right, coming up after this on Weather Impact, now we've got a check of your regional forecast with meteorologist Daniel McDonald. We'll also check out some of the serious flooding going on in West Tennessee, or in East Tennessee, I should say. That's coming up after the break.